Let's jump into gratitude one more time. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just take a few slow breaths in and long breaths out. At this time of year, there's so much to be grateful for. And you really can hear it as things slow down. The world is getting quieter. Things are hopefully moving at a slower pace for you. And breathe. Let's go ahead and open our eyes as I teach you one more thing for the gratitude. So gratitude, if I'm not mistaken, from that power versus force scale that I shared in the healing lab, I don't think I've shared in school yet, but I will. There's a scale from Power versus Force by David Hawkins, which talks about the level of consciousness. 200 and lower is what the majority of the planet is on, of fear and guilt and suffering, no judgment. And I think it's 1,000 is like love, connection. Think of Buddha. And 500 is love. And I think it scales gratitude as 520 and joy at 540. What that means is the more gratitude you can get into, what you're going to feel is more joy. And if you've ever studied the Abraham Hicks work, which is the law of attraction work, she talks about joy is the key to all manifestation. So I would love you to be open to, as we get closer to Christmas, just tomorrow. Can you feel gratitude for Spirit and all the grace she gives you? What do I mean by that? All of us have had the experience where we've dropped on our knees at least once in our lives asking for help. It could have been when you're 15, you had a breakup and your heart's broken. You're like, oh, for the first time. And you think you're never going to get through it. I think we can all remember that experience. And then somehow magically we get through it. Might have taken weeks, months, years, but we got through it. That's grace. That's grace. And that time period, whether it took you a few years or a few days or a few weeks or a few months, that time period of grace can be actually instantaneous, but it's us learning to trust this energy that people call Spirit, the divine, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call her. But she's always there. And it's really our willingness to let go of what we perceive as the lacking, to let her in. And so what I'm grateful for today is all of the millions of experiences I've had with Grace, where she helps me through what I perceive as a tough time in my life. Any contrast, if I drop to my knees, even just in my mind, she's there. And she will shift whatever perception I have that is lacking so I can perceive to be a reality of her. So love you to play with this on Christmas Eve. What is it that you're grateful for from the Spirit lens? And can you be open to how many times she has been here, helped you, protect you, and maybe share it down below. Lots of love. Merry Christmas.